today to talk about our meeting that we had with OSHA a few weeks ago. I decided to go straight to the ultimate safety source in workplaces, which is OSHA. We were getting a lot of mixed signals from either the companies or what we found online on social media in the comments of our videos saying you need to be wearing this type of respirator or you need to be taking this type of precaution in order to make sure that you don't get sick. It's very important to me as the owner that all of my employees as well as myself are 100% safe. The two main chemicals that we work with here at Blossom and Rhyme are resin and then silica gel. I'm going to touch on resin first. So the resin we use is VOC free, which means that it does not contain a very harsh chemical that a lot of paints have. So when you paint your house or a painting, an acrylic painting, a lot of these harsh paints have those VOC fumes, which make you very lightheaded. Resin that we use here on a daily basis does not contain that, which was such a relief. The consultant that we met with one-on-one let us know that a mask with a charcoal filter was plenty sufficient rather than using a respirator, which is much more harsher on your lungs than what you think it would be. So PPE that we use with resin would be the mask with the charcoal filter, gloves to make sure the resin does not irritate your skin. That's pretty much it. We were very big on wearing respirators all the time while working with resin. This is a very common thing within the resin preservation industry and the resin art industry. However, it came as a very big surprise that if you do wear respirators, there is a hefty process that you need to go through in order to make sure you're compliant with OSHA. So if you do choose to use a respirator, which is okay, you have to go through a health inspection to make sure your lungs are capable of using a respirator, because it can be very hard to breathe in a respirator, especially when you're doing production for long periods of time. Now for silica gel, this seemed to be the most concerning chemical. It was something that I really wanted to look into to make sure that we were safe. A lot of horror stories out there. When you hear the word silica gel, it often brings up the health condition silicosis. I asked our health inspector with OSHA what his thoughts on this were and how to best protect ourselves. So he explained that there's actually a few different types of silica. So one type of silica is crystalline silica. Looked at it under a microscope, you'd see jagged edges, almost like a star or a sharp object. If this went into your lungs, it would actually be very hard for you to expel it naturally. This ends up leading to a lot of health conditions like silicosis and lung cancer and asthma and COPD. A few examples of products that contain this crystalline silica would be cat litter, stone, and concrete. A lot of construction workers, a lot of people that do not take their health seriously are the ones who end up getting COPD, silicosis, and you have to be exposed to a very high volume of this when you're working with concrete, stone, cat litter. So the second type of silica that our health consultant educated us on is amorphous silica. This is the silica that's contained in our silica gel that we use here. It has rounded edges if you looked at it under a microscope, and much more easily naturally expel this type of silica from your lungs without any PPE. Now what he did recommend as far as PPE using the silica gel that we have here at Blossom and Rhyme is just a normal mask with a charcoal filter on it, and what he recommended for resin. Also wear gloves because the silica can dry out your hands. There are also a few small additions that we have at Blossom and Rhyme to ensure that we're going over and beyond when it comes to safety and resin. One of these things that we have is a custom-made filtration system that my husband, who works in construction, Christian, made. Watch a lot of our videos on Instagram. You'll see these large metal tubes connected to our drawers, and it actually filters out the resin fumes out of the building. The other health component that we have here is an eye wash station. This is an emergency situation only device that we have next to our sink in production, just in case the slim chance that that happens, our employees will be safe and have that. So thankful I got to have this meeting with OSHA to ensure that we are 100% compliant with the safety guidelines that they have in place for the specific chemicals that we use here on a daily basis. Both myself and my employees are 100% safe when it comes to what we work with here at the studio. And we're working through a list of ways we can better improve Blossom and Rhyme, and we're always looking for ways to innovate and ensure the workplace here is safe and fun. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope this was informative. If you have any questions about resin preservation or safety in the workplace, drop them below and I'd be happy to answer those. Have a great day.